still glowing. Teaching hearts which pieces not to break. Tracing quiet cracks through forgotten days. Soft pads rising like a hidden bloom, breathing tiny colors familiar beats. Smeeds hum low like a distant plea, tracing shadows where your warmth used to be. But even in the drift where endings cling, I feel the flutter of a fragile wing. Glass wings in the quiet, holding on, shining through the dusk, though the light is gone. Even in the dark where the fears belong, something in their glow keeps me strong. Glass wings in the quiet, faint but true, guiding every step that leads me back to you. Guitars tremble bright in a silver sweep, pulling hidden memories up from deep. The drum machine pulses a steady line, lifting every bruise that I called mine. Even when the weight becomes too real, your echo turns the broken into something I can feel. drips slowly down the window glass, echoing the nights we used to let pass. Faint hum lightly in a fragile line, tracing all the pieces I pretended were fine. But even in the stillness where shadows hide, there's a trembling warmth that won't leave my side. Silent neon reverie in the air, pulling every heartbeat from the quiet glare. Even when the dark feels too much to bear, hope keeps flickering like it's always there. Silent neon reverie in the glow, showing me the paths I used to fear to know. Guitar notes shimmer in a gentle sweep, falling like a memory I couldn't keep. The rhythm settles with the softened beat, turning broken echoes into something sweet. And even when the quiet feels too deep, your warmth returns in every sound I keep. Silent neon reverie in the air, pulling every heartbeat from the quiet glare. Even when the dark feels too much to bear, hope keeps flickering like it's always there. Silent neon reverie in the glow, showing me the paths I used to fear to know. Some lights fade slow, but never disappear. They wait in the silence until